Since it first went live in November 2023, ChatGPT has amassed over 100 million users, making it the fastest growing application in history. The excitement has also overflowed into the cryptocurrency market, where AI coins have enjoyed second-hand hype as traders look to take advantage of the exploding narrative. While ChatGPT isn't the first AI tool, it is undoubtedly the most widely adopted machine learning technology we have ever seen. Experts are predicting radical changes to how we live and work in both the crypto space and in traditional Web2 circles. However, while ChatGPT is expected to revolutionize modern business in nearly every sector, it has its limitations and critics. Now, ChatGPT is an online chatbot powered by artificial intelligence and the GPT-3 language model. With ChatGPT, users exchange dialogue with a chatbot and receive a conversational, text-based response. If it sounds simple, that's because it pretty much is. What separates ChatGPT from other conversational chatbots is its ability to answer follow-up questions, admit its mistakes, challenge incorrect premises, and reject inappropriate requests. But that is just the tip of the iceberg. ChatGPT pulls data and information from every corner of the internet to craft its responses. It consumes information like a sponge and adds new knowledge to its databank. If prompted, the chatbot will even add touches of humor and personality. While calling Bitcoin or any other altcoin like Ethereum or Solana pretend money is a bit of a stretch, ChatGPT sounds just like an enthusiastic grandparent giving you a Christmas present and telling you to keep it safe. It sounds almost human. At its fundamental core, ChatGPT is a neural network that has digested an immense amount of information and dialogue. Inspired by and modeled after the human brain, a neural network is a machine learning process that uses independent, interconnected nodes to process data. By leveraging this neural network and its databank of information, ChatGPT analyzes whatever text input it's given and generates an appropriate text output. OpenAI engineers have already trained ChatGPT by feeding it enormous data. It was educated on language models and the nuances of input and output structures, giving the software its conversational tone. What makes ChatGPT so fascinating is how its deep learning ecosystem absorbs information. The software has already learned from the variety of sources, including the social media, internet documents, and textbooks. However, like a person, ChatGPT can comprehend new information that you kinda teach it. For example, the first release of ChatGPT was educated using source material and content from before November 2021. Its knowledge from events after this time is quite limited. To give you an idea, the software still believes FTX is an operational exchange. However, if I provide ChatGPT with new information about the last year from reliable sources, it can integrate this new information into later responses. Unfortunately, ChatGPT can't make you a legendary crypto trader overnight. To put this theory to the test, we asked ChatGPT if it could suggest a good entry on Cardano based on the current market conditions. And this is what we got. As we expected, the machine wouldn't give us a calculated response. However, ChatGPT did provide us with some standard trading advice that new traders might find helpful, such as studying upcoming developments and partnerships. The same goes for NFT trading. ChatGPT wouldn't give me any explicit advice that might sway investment decisions. It was sure to tell me that CryptoPunks were iconic, but admitted that NFTs were a relatively new market and highly speculative. All the same, I appreciate ChatGPT's disclaimer at the end of its response, telling me to do my own research. Now, let's face it, the world of blockchain technology and digital assets is pretty complicated. Many newcomers to the crypto industry are discouraged by some of the technical aspects of Web3. Even basic DeFi concepts like stablecoins can be difficult to understand. Here, ChatGPT provides a solution. It's like having a blockchain expert in your browser who interactively answers your questions. You can ask ChatGPT to provide simple analogies and basic definitions for complex topics. This can actually help onboard people to cryptocurrency and dramatically soften the learning curve. Blockchain developers can delegate simple tasks like creating basic smart contracts to ChatGPT as well. This frees up their time to focus on more complex responsibilities, and to test this theory, we asked ChatGPT to write a basic smart contract in Solidity, a common Ethereum programming language, and this is what we got. ChatGPT can also be a basic tool to debug simple code and search for potential security risks. While this is a helpful feature, I would still be cautious about interacting with any code not properly audited by the professional blockchain security firm. Now, despite what you may believe, not all crypto startups have millions of USD from angel investors and venture capitalists. Some of the largest blockchain apps like Uniswap began as small ideas from individual developers without funding. ChatGPT can help emerging projects create content like tweets and documentation without paying costly social media managers and copywriters. However, after all the good things I mentioned, there are actually some cons to this. As mentioned before, the free version of ChatGPT was trained on data and world events before 2022. Unless you have provided it with the relevant and updated information, there's a risk that ChatGPT might share incorrect information. Moreover, the modern internet is plagued with fake news and unverified sources, so even when feeding information to ChatGPT, you need to do your due diligence and fact-check the sources you're providing. ChatGPT is also a centralized tool that can give you potentially biased responses. For example, if OpenAI was bearish on XRP and fed ChatGPT negative information about Ripple, the software might give only negative responses about that particular crypto. While this is not necessarily the case now, it's always possible within centralized environments. Next up, ChatGPT developers store all the data and information shared with the software as part of the terms of use. This is used to improve the product and expand its knowledge. However, knowing how this information might be used behind the scenes and who will have access to this is pretty hard. To be safe, I would recommend not sharing personal details or credit card numbers, for example, with ChatGPT. For now, ChatGPT sees itself as a tool for the benefit of humanity. How it's used and for what purposes is up to us. The program shouldn't be able to lie, so I have no reason to believe that ChatGPT itself is out to replace us. Yet. Now, on the flip side, we are still in the very early days of AI development, so while ChatGPT is undoubtedly a powerful tool, its capabilities still have some limitations. The rise of ChatGPT and artificial technology is expected to change how modern businesses and livelihoods operate in the near future. AI's newfound popularity has exploded in the cryptocurrency market, with AI-based cryptos witnessing significant price movements. It's important to understand how this technology works and its limits. This will help you make informed decisions in the crypto market and stay educated on how the AI can be used in the future. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.